Hello, hello. So I wanted to just do a video kind of all the things that are stirring in my mind right now. And really, it is, let me see, it is January 9th. And, I had every intention of jump starting this new year with lofty goals and just to plan out my days and be real intentional. That is my word for this year. And so you might be a mom that is feeling kind of like I am, and it's January 9th, and we really haven't set up a plan for this year. And who says when we kickstart or when we start doing our word for the year? You know, um, so what I want to share with you is that we have to each, I think the main thing going into every year is to take what we've learned from the previous year and, write down what was it that I took from last year, and going into this year, what is it that I want to kind of do a little bit different? What are the main things that you focus on in your life that bring you joy? So for me, one of the greatest things that bring me joy is to have a tidy house. Well, as a mom with four kiddos and one on the autism spectrum, plus a mom that has her dreams and her goals that she wants to do and wants to share stuff. I'm a sharer. So I want to share my life stories. I want to, but then my main thing is I want balance. So I also like the Instagram, Pinterest worthy shots of people's homes that are just like, wow. I don't know if I like them because they're so tidy or if I like them because the decor they have in them or whatever. But, that is something that I like. So I get torn between, do I want to rush through, straighten up my house so that I feel good while I'm here? Because I am a homebody. I love being at home. So a lot of times before what I do, I'll just share with you so that maybe if someone else is feeling the same way, we can work on this together. But what I like to do is, okay, before I take the time to focus on this, I'm going to go through my house. I'm going to tidy up some things. And I do not live in a Pinterest world. I love that. I would love to walk into every room and it to be everything put in its place, well organized, and nothing on the floor for my kids. But you know what? I think after each child, I learned to let go. So when you live on your own, you can have everything in its place. You can have everything organized and everything put away. But after your first child, you kind of learn that you can't really live like that and not be stressed about it. You could live like that, but I think you would be really stressed and overwhelmed. When the baby would cry, you would be mad because you didn't have everything in order yet, or, during lunch or whatever. So I think you would start to live a very stressed life. So for me, I started letting go of those expectations after each child. And now having four and one with the autism spectrum, he likes his stuff and he likes it where he likes it, and he likes a lot of stuff. And you would think he would get overwhelmed with that, but in his mind, it's there for a reason, for whatever he's looking at or whatever he's doing on his iPad. And you move it and he doesn't like that. Even sometimes moving other people's things will trigger him. So, so for me, the one thing that I think about is what is going to bring me joy today. And then to remind myself that, sometimes things aren't going to go the way we planned. Normally Mondays are my days to kind of get things done. And, sometimes that doesn't happen. And, I have goals and dreams And I still, if I am out of balance, nothing is going to work in my favor. And so I want to share a little bit of something that has been kind of showing up for me a lot in the last few days. And I actually just shared this with my daughter. But she asked me what my New Year's resolution was. And she's 14. And I said, actually, to speak truth and be visible. And I asked her what hers was, and she's just trying to get toxic people out of her life. And my response was, that is an amazing one. So one thing that I would suggest that I am doing is to wake up and say, how can I live my life in a way that God would be proud? Been hearing this a lot lately, and so then every day, look at what He would want from us. When we show up in heaven, what will He say to us? And so that is kind of my thing that I've been just trying to remember. And in all that I do, I share a lot of my journey. I share a lot of controversial things because it's stuff that I've learned along my journey. And I've been told by a few people that I need to be a little bit more visible. And so I am stepping out. And what I wanted to share today too is that when I share all this information, I don't share it for any other reason than to put it out there for something for you to look into. Because why would I care? I should just take the information for me and my family, use it, and be blessed by it. But I really wouldn't need to share it. But God has given me the desire to share. And so for me, when it says, how can I live my life in a way that God would be proud? I feel like I've been on this journey for a reason. And I've been enlightened with a lot of information for a reason. And so I just want to come to you and share with you that when you see me post something, it is really seriously out of the kindness of my heart. It is information that I've learned over the last 5-6 years. And I want to take the time to share it with you. And I really want to be able to work with people and help people. I've learned so much along this journey with my son, and it has trickled down to my other kids and how I want our lives to be and what I want our days to look like and how I want to find patience, because I watched how my son responded to anxiety, even between our family. And so it is my passion and my desire. It's what makes me come alive, is to be able to share all that we've gone through and how we've made it to where we are today. And not saying that everything's perfect. I still learn every day. So that is my purpose and that is my passion. And I want to show up in heaven and God say, good job helping those other families get through a hard time the best that you could. Good job sharing things that were important to you so that other children wouldn't suffer. Good job. Good job. That's what I want him to say. And I am still on a path. I'm still on a journey learning to be a better wife, a better mom every day. Like, how is what I say going to affect my kids? But I encourage you to join me on this journey. I love sharing what I've learned and sharing what's worked for us and what hasn't. And so thank you for taking the time to listen. And I hope you have a great day. Live in balance, because when you're in balance, that's when you find joy. And what are the main things that make you feel joy in your life? Focus on those first. And then piggyback on the things that can bring you greater joy. So maybe it's work, goals, those things. But first, do those things that bring you joy. So have a great day.